Greetings, my name is Gabriel Smith. Today I'll be doing my co-facilitation on racial identity and academic attainment amongst African Americans. Thanks to all the authors that made it possible to be able to discuss this case. Because of the author's adolescent psychology background, it made it easier to relate their previous studies to this topic. In this study, the researchers explored the relationship between youth beliefs about their group membership and academic outcome for African Americans in 12th grade, exploring how these beliefs may factor internal actively in predicting academic outcomes by examining the profiles of their racial identity beliefs and the relationship of these profiles with achievement beliefs, performance, as well as higher education attainment. Group identification is when members see themselves more a part of a group than an individual person working in a group. This, this can have a positive and negative effect on the individual inside the group. Forham, Ford, and Stanton, and others stated, from an African American youth standpoint, they shouldn't go to school because education that they're receiving isn't going to help them in the future. Forham argued African American youth develop an oppositional identity around academics, where academic achievement is destined for whiteness. Birds of a feathers flock together. My high school teacher used to say this all the time because she knew who was going to do well in school by the group that they hung around with. And she knew who was going to do bad because they hung around people that didn't do the work. They always tried to be this guy, the class clown, or the cool guy, no work. Both individuals have leadership skills. They just use it in the wrong way, feeding right into the stereotype academic achievement is only for white people. Being a leader comes followers. Class clowns and cool guys attract peers because they're classified as popular. On the other hand, being a part of a group can elevate the youth learning experience. Research by Bowen and Howard in 1985 found that African American youth who have been given messages to embrace group affiliation and pride have higher school academics. War 1990 studied a group of high achieving high school students in an environment that has positive group connection, allowing them to reject the white society negative evaluation of groups and peers. The researchers gathered their information by having 666 African American youth participating in a longitudinal study of academic and social development. The data received in this study are from youth in the 12th grade, referred to as time 1 in the study, and the follow-up interview 2 years later. The average age of the student at time 1 was 17 years old, approximately equaling all males to the number to be 287 and female participants to be 319 in time 1. The youth were from 4 main public schools in the second largest school district in Midwest State, But these schools, 80% African American students at the time of the study. The district was surrounding cities. At the end of the study, they have 63 on record saying that they were not in school at the time. 543 students that were in school at the time. That's well over 50%. So that's saying that we can learn, we can move on, and also be a part of society and better ourselves. All students in Town 1 were included in the cluster analysis. We characterized the high race and high private regards and low public regards related to the means and score from these variables. This summary of racial identity cluster group has three forms of regards: centrality, private, as well as public. There's four main groups that they focused on: buffering and defensive, low connectiveness and high affinity, idealized and alienated. These four groups are to help categorize the participants to understand their beliefs as well as understand the way they motivate themselves or discourage themselves. I believe within the study there were many students that didn't continue to go to school because they fell into the trap of the stereotype where thanks to all my references and article, thank, uh, thanks to all my references. Thank you for giving me the positive information that I needed to argue my source.
I got a premise.
Thank you for watching my video about racial identity and thank you for watching my video for racial identity and academic attainment amongst African American adolescents. If you have any questions or concern, contact me on my email. It's gsmith44 at eagles.nccu, and I'll sure to get back to you, or hit me on the blog, on the Blackboard, anything. Have a blessed one.